nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, I do got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, alright? I don't want you trying to force no scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, be patient. You're going to get it through other people, alright? Now, you already know my voice too raspy to be whispering. So I'm loud. I'm only going to get louder. So therefore, it's probably about the time for you to hit that volume, alright? So look, before I jump in, I gotta always give y'all a shout out. I appreciate all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's kind words. The fact that y'all blocking and reporting certain impersonating pages too, just looking out for myself as well as other individuals. I appreciate you. You understand me? All y'all's gifts, I appreciate you. I don't always get the time to pause from the message to say that, so I appreciate you. You understand me? Also, Greensboro, North Carolina, and surrounding cities. I will be in Greensboro, North Carolina, May 7th. It's the Sunday before Mother's Day. So come out and celebrate with us, all right? We're going to go ahead and heal. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to vibe. We're going to have a good time, all right? So go ahead and purchase your ticket. The link is in my bio. Now, chosen ones, we got a few messages for today. So I need you to be patient, all right? I'm going to try to get it out as quickly, as precise as I can, all right? First and foremost, the message that I got to relate to you is this. Stop focusing about what other individuals are doing to you and pay attention to what God's doing for you. You understand me? Now, let me say that again. Stop focusing and giving your power into these people that are doing certain things against you and start focusing on the things that God is moving on behalf of you. You understand me? And I'm going to say that because right now, this your season for success. All those seasons that you were sacrificing, all those seasons that you were struggling with your confidence, struggling with your purpose, all those seasons that, again, you was depressed, so on and so forth. This is your season for success. This is a season that's going to show you that everything that you went through was not in vain. Now you starting to realize certain things about you. You actually starting to find who you are. You understand me? Now you starting to see, like, you really like that for real. Before, you may have said you had bad luck. You may have thought that you wasn't favored. The whole time you wanted God's favorites. You understand me? So as you starting to see everything that you was praying for start to be presented to you. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about light. I'm talking about opportunities. All of those things are getting presented to you right now. I promise you, be patient. You heard me? So as you seeing those things get presented, individuals are quick to say this. Oh, God's really showing up in my life now. Or God is starting to show up, so on and so forth. Now, as beautiful as that sounds, chosen ones are starting to realize that God's always been there. Even our seasons where we thought that we was in the darkest parts, even though those seasons where we was getting stepped on, those seasons where they tried to sacrifice us, we knew. And if we didn't, we know now that God is just not arriving to us now. He's always been there with us, right? Now, hear me out. I always say, chosen ones, you were selected to come back to help other individuals get from certain cycles that they was in. So with that being said, these people that you born into is not even necessarily your people. You got to realize that a lot of the times God will have you born into certain families to help them break through certain cycles that you went through so that they can save their lineages too. That has nothing to do with you. So in a sense, the people that you're born into, the family that you're born into, these are foster parents in a sense. They're individuals that, again, presented that opportunity. They can do right by you or they can wrong you. But either way, it's goes back on them. So with that being said, now you starting to not take certain things personally. Now you starting to realize why you didn't always blend in. Now you starting to realize why certain light about you trigger certain other individuals' darknesses within. Now you starting to realize that you not getting selected by certain people saved you. See, when you wasn't getting called or acknowledged at the time, you may have taken it personal. You may have thought that they was sitting you out. You may have thought that they was looking over you. Again, I say this all the time. Whole time that was God looking out for you. You understand me? Because had you got called by those individuals, you would have got called into that karma, corruption, chaos, and consequences that's coming to them currently. You would have been caught up, but you would have been caught up to some things that didn't apply to you. So therefore, God had you sit those seasons out. See, chosen ones, what you starting to realize is God has always been with you. Now hearing me out. See, there's some of you right now that can say, okay, well, I was in an abusive relationship. I was beat on from this time to that time. I was violated from here, from there. All of these people lied on me, did all of these things. Okay, that's clear. However, what you not acknowledging is the fact that you got through those things too. See, there's certain individuals that was in similar positions as you when they didn't have the luxury as surviving like you did. There's certain people that right now you could say you was put in this certain situation. There's other individuals that face those same things as you, but they didn't have favor that God provided you. They didn't have that protection. So yeah, you may have gotten hurt. You may have gotten hit, but you survived and overcame that shit too. There's other people that didn't have that luxury. There's some people that didn't catch on to those signs and synchronicities that God was showing you. There's certain people that, again, they got presented the same thing as you, but the way that you handled it was differently. So therefore, again, you got to realize that God is just not now showing up. He's always been with you. You understand me? See, God showed up as that commercial that came on right before you started to do what you do with that person. See, that commercial that came on that said, be cautious, use protection. See, that commercial that came on saved you from doing some things that you wouldn't have been able to get off you. See, when you was praying for love, you was praying for God. I just want somebody to truly love me. God sat there and had certain individuals walk away from you the whole time God was looking out for you. See, he was answering your prayers. You said that you wanted people to love you, not for what you had. That you didn't want people to love you based upon the fact that they thought that they can have power over you. You ain't want them to love you for false facades of you. You truly wanted that genuine love. So therefore, God looked out for you by having certain people walk away from you so you can see what love was. See, you found yourself when they found their way out. They sat there and went to other people. You went within, so you're not the same as them. God's always been around you, chosen ones. See, those seasons where you was struggling, only living check to check. You was stressing about how certain bills was going to get paid, how certain kids' functions was going to be able to get paid, so on and so forth. You was stressing. See, what you ain't realized that you was in a season of being successful. See, this season is something that's showing you that everything that you was asking for has been presented for you. See, when I say that is because, again, I always say, chosen ones, if you look back at your past, certain things that you went through, those are the same things that you are confident about now. Those are the same things that you out here bragging about, talking about, yeah, I faced this, but I got through that. You was sick and then you came right back. You didn't face this, but then I'm trying to tell you the same thing that you thought that was going to take you out. The same season that you was out here pouting about. The same season that you almost gave up on yourself is the same thing that you out here bragging now to somebody else. Your lights got cut off, but you had candles. You overcame that. The storm came. See, this is the thing that you need to realize, right? How come you can see the signs? You proud of yourself when certain things happen, right? But you can't always see through why they happening. See, when a storm came, a real storm came, the Weather Channel showed you, right? So think of Florida, right? When they said that the hurricane was coming, this is something that you expected. So you braced yourself. You try to board up certain windows. You try to get to a ground where you thought that you was protected. See, when that storm came and that lights went out like they told you that it may, see, you was confident and you sat there and figured out how to still make a way. See, you went outside and put that grill on and still was able to whip up a meal. See, you had candles, so therefore that was able to have certain things get revealed. See, when you was warned before by God about what was going to come with you being aligned with certain people that wasn't for you, See, God told you intuitively. He gave you certain discernment about these people. See, God gave you certain insight that certain things wasn't going to go right if you keep going the way that you was going. See, certain people that you was with, he told you that they was going to cheat on you, you didn't even know when. You understand me? God told you a storm was going to come. See, how come when the weatherman tells you that, you start preparing for it? But when God tells you that a storm's going to come, but after that storm, you're going to get sunshine again? How come when you go through certain obstacles that God is sitting there presenting, you out here cursing or yelling or being mad at him whole time? You was proud of yourself when that storm was expected, right? So what you going to have to realize, chosen ones, everything is working on behalf of you. You've never been lacking. Whole time God was sitting there looking out for you without you even having to ask him. See, I want you to think about how a mother or a grandmother, right? Or a father, a grandfather, so on and so forth, people who truly love you. See, when you want to sit there and have some sense of freedom, you sit there and request certain things from these people. Like, can I go out with my friends? Can I go out and do this? And they like, cool, yeah, you can. See, think about certain parents that certain children ask them, can I go outside with my friends? And the parents like, yeah, but I need you to stay in this zone where I can see you. See, when the children go outside, they feel like they free, out of sight, out of mind. They feel like, again, nobody's watching them. Whole time, the mother then sat up in the living room. The father then sat up in the kitchen. They watching from the window, making sure that nobody harms them. See, from that child's point of view, they feel like they free. They feel like, again, anything that happens is going to be. See, at that time, they didn't see their mom or their father watching them, so they thought that they was on their own. See, when that mother seen that car coming and they ass was out in the road and that mother yelled to give them a sign, that's how they know. See, the whole time you thought that you was by yourself and God was watching you. He was just waiting to make certain moves. See, the whole time you thought you was in control. The whole time that was God controlling you. See, he already had everything strategically planned. He tried to act like you really had certain power at hand, but you didn't. See, you sat there and thought that you had the ability to give up. That shit was just a facade. See, God allowed you to sit down for a moment, let out a few cries, catch your breath, then you getting your ass back up because you about to get blessed. See, I'm trying to tell you, there's certain things that individuals thought that you was by yourself. God was always watching you. See, God gave you a little bit of wiggle room in order for you to really feel like you making certain moves. Whole time he already was divinely protecting you. See, chosen ones, when you was going through certain situations and circumstances, again, you thought that you was unfavored. Whole time, that's not what was happening. See, God was looking out for you, but he was giving you the room that you was asking him to. See, he had to make sure that you had the ability to really be able to pay attention and pick up on certain moves that you should do too. See, God wasn't going to sit there and allow you to get all the answers from him. He needed you to know what you know too. See, chosen ones got something like that mother who or that father who's helping their child with their work. See, they can give them all the answers so that they can get it done, that they can do what they need to do, that they can feel like they won so they can get a good grade, or they can say that they accomplished that task. Or you can have a parent that's really going to sit there and work with your ass. See, you can have somebody that's going to give you everything that you ask for, or somebody going to know that you everything that you need. See, there's somebody that'll try to do all the work for you, and there's somebody that wants you to see your abilities. See, God wasn't going to sit there and watch you give up on you. God wasn't going to sit there and watch you depend on other people. See, God was putting you in a position where you can get back to your original state. See, I want you to realize you had to see through certain things and realize what was real and what was fake. See, chosen ones, you starting to realize that. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. Everything that was happening on behalf of you. See, God already showed you what he was going to do on behalf of you, but he wanted to see, was you going to trust him, or was you going to trust the naysayers or the words of these other individuals? See, chosen ones, you had to prove yourself. You had to keep pushing. See, again, that's why these karmics are starting to see their demise. See, chosen ones, you don't always acknowledge your small successes. See, if it's not no big bang or if it's not no big thing, you may not always acknowledge it. You may always feel like there's something that you lack in, right? That's not the case. See, even when we think of David and Goliath, we see what being little truly means. See, that little mustard seed of faith and you believing in yourself change certain ways. See, just by you making that move, disconnecting from that past person you was connected to, don't even realize how much of a big of a celebration that your ancestors and God is making on behalf of you. See, that's something that other individuals before you didn't have the ability to do. So you're not celebrating that you walked away from that toxic ass situation. You're not celebrating the fact that you finally walked out into your purpose. You're not celebrating on the fact that you even applied for that job that you didn't expect to get that call back. See, you're not even celebrating that you applied for that house knowing damn well that your credit was still iffy, but you trusted God that he was going to give it to you if that's where you were supposed to be living. See, I need you to realize, chosen one, everything that you asked for is already there. Everything that's for you is already prepared. You just got to make sure that you keep pushing forward so that you can see it. Because these individuals, these karmics are going to try to stop you. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to try to distract you. They're going to try to deter you. They're going to try to tell you that what you seen wasn't what it was. Whole time, you already know. You heard me. So this is a season for you to celebrate. Know that you getting that call back. You got to believe that as soon as you sit there and make up your mind, it's already done. By divine, I'm trying to tell you, you already made it when you made your mind up. So right now, you waiting for that call back. You applied to that position that you thought that you wasn't even equipped for. They about to give you that call back. See, you may have to call them to say you waiting for that call back, and then they're going to speak to you, and then that job is going to be yours. It's going to be placed in your hands. See, chosen ones, when you know and God shows you that this is for you, that you got this, you better know that shit. Don't you doubt that. You wasn't doubting your ex when they was telling you lies. You wasn't doubting that position when you was really in denial. You wasn't doubting before, so don't you start doubting it now. You need to bet on something that's guaranteed, so you might as well bet on yourself. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. There's certain people that I want you to know how this going to work. God is going to test your patience. God is going to sit there and test your faith too. Because at that last minute, you could be on the 31st day of the month. And by the 1st, you got to move. And by the 31st of that evening, you get a call that comes through to tell you you got that place. Now you can make certain moves. I'm trying to tell you, everything that you was asking for is getting presented. You just had to show him that you're willing to listen. You had to walk away from those karmic people. Okay, this is what they said that they can do for you. This is what they did to you. Now I need you to make certain moves and trust me that I got you, and you did, and God guided you exactly where you were supposed to be. See, before you was put in the position that you in, this was a position that you used to pray to be. See, you used to sit. Now you complaining, right? I only got enough. I'm living check to check. But there was a point in time where your ass wasn't even getting that. You was out here praying for that position and call your ass back. So don't you see that you slowly but surely moving towards your success? See, that was a time that you didn't even know what you were supposed to do. Now, all of a sudden, God spoke to you and told you the purpose, and now you making certain moves. See, you started your business not knowing what your business was going to be. Now, all of a sudden, you starting to see certain things aligning. See, had you paused your progression, had you delayed your obedience, you would have seen a different view. See, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to see how God moves on behalf of you, chosen ones. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. You got to believe you getting accepted for that position. You got to know that person about to call you right now. And if you got to call them first, they going to call you back. I'm trying to show you and tell you how this about to be moving now. You are not in that season of struggling, but you don't need to see or focus on who's trying to stop you. You focus on who's guiding you, and that's God. You got this. You heard me. How you going to let the devil call from a place that he can't even enter? So how Chris Brown said, how you going to hate when you outside of the club? Them demons out here calling out, talking all of this stuff, and they ain't even close to getting none of God's love. They out here trying to call to you from the sidelines talking about, nah, you can't make that move. The whole time you moving and they stuck. I'm trying to tell you. They in some quicksand and they surely sinking. Now they see that you moving and they trying to persuade you to stay with them. You not doing it. You heard me. Come on now. Nobody can bully you when God's backing you. Nobody can stop you when God's pushing you. You better keep your ass moving. You getting that call back. You've been waiting for that job. You've been applying yourself. You about to get that call back. I don't care if your credit is damn near on number 2. Your ass better apply for that house and talk to them people and they gonna come through for you. See, God wants to see, are you going to apply yourself because you know that you deserve this? Or you gonna listen to the devil when they try to tell you that you ain't earning? You better get your ass up. You gotta do something, chosen ones. You heard me. You got to do something. Again, I always say, God's that quarterback. You got to put yourself on the field in order to receive that catch. Get your ass up. Did you apply to that place? Did you have a conversation with them yet? Did you tell them what it is and they going to tell you that you got it? I'm trying to tell you, you good. Them karmics that was trying to send illusions to you, confusions, that's currently what they asses is going through. Let they asses go. They going to tell you, okay, first they told you that you couldn't get it. Now you got that call back talking about now you got a start date. Now all of a sudden you allow these karmics to try to project more things into your energy. So first they told you couldn't get it. Now your ass got it. Now they telling you that you can't continue to go. Shit, you align with divine shit. You better keep your ass going, chosen ones. They gonna try to tell you ain't earn it, you ain't deserve it. They gonna tell you ain't get it, and once you got it, they gonna talk shit about that shit too. But you better keep moving, because I'm trying to tell you, God's making certain moves about you. Anything that you apply yourself to, you getting it. Why? Because you earned it. Why? Because you was celebrating when everybody else was getting theirs. Why? Because you was looking out for everybody else. Why? Because you was listening to God and allowing him to guide you. I'm trying to tell you, you are divine with some greatness, chosen ones. That love, baby, let me tell you. That love that's coming through for you, with individuals that don't play about you, that seen the truth about you, seen through what those individuals was trying to show. I'm trying to tell you. Them karmics did all of that. Y'all done sold your soul. Y'all done sold your ass. Then sold your soul, gave up your morals for monetary gain, and that money is now going. You done did all of that to be in lack. And on top of that, you can't get your soul back now, so you really stuck. Now you stuck in those things that you was out here projecting to everybody else. See, throughout this process, you lost yourself because you thought that you was them. You thought you was the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So you really thought that you was talking because you was talking and walking and dressing and acting like them, trying to cast off certain illusions that you was going to receive the same divine protection, affection, and abundance as them. So now you starting to see that you not in the same situation. See, chosen ones, remember when I said there's certain individuals that was in the same situation as you, but they ain't make it out. They ended up being dead. See, these karmics are now starting to see that the same things that they sent to you is now what they starting to be. Now all of a sudden they starting to trying to retreat because they not built like you. They not going to be able to survive these storms like you. God didn't equip them with the same tools. So therefore, again, they know that it's the end of an evil era. You heard me? You're not built like that. See, our God, he don't play about us. See, our God made sure that he gave us everything that we need. See, you think about how parents really are, right? Real parents. So think of how you are, chosen ones. You a parent, you didn't play, whether or not you had kids, played a parent to you or somebody else's kid. You know what you do. You try to make sure that your child is well equipped. So that means, again, you got when they going to school, do you got your lunch? Do you got your pencil? Do you got your book bag? Do you got this? Do you got money for that? You make sure they well equipped, right? When they go outside that door, what do? You make sure that they well equipped too. So what do you think God gave you before he sent you down here to save other individuals? See, he sent you down here to spy on these individuals in a sense. and pay attention to see these demonic individuals that they was willing to repent. See, I told you, God used to be cool with the devil. The devil used to be an angel. Then the devil got mad because God was providing all that. So he tried to get certain individuals to join him. So God was like, cool, go ahead and do you. Whoever you can recruit, they can move too. But when y'all move, I'm going to send y'all to hell, which is earth in a sense. And in a time period, I'm going to give you a little bit that I'm about to come back and clear out all this shit. See, the devil thought at that time period, he was able to recruit enough people to truly work against God, and God was going to get removed. That shit didn't happen. God also knew that the devil had a way with his words and a way of persuading certain people. So God was like, listen, chosen ones, I need you to go down there and just check up on a few things. See, I need you to stay ducked away. So I don't need you to be flashy. I need you to kind of tuck away your wings. See, I don't want them to know that you a chosen one, because if they know, they going to try to attack you. See, they going to know that I sent certain things down there with you to protect you. See, that God knew who he was sending you to, certain family members that I tell you ain't your people. You came back to help them break certain cycles. See, God was like, listen, chosen ones, I need you to go down there, see what they doing. Certain people that want to repent and come back, I want you to help them and give them that map. I want you to know and let them know where I'm at. You like, cool, God, I got you. God was like, listen, I need you to put on this. I don't need you to be flashy down there in a sense, because you going in that field. You like, cool, I got you. So again, you came here. You was out here helping certain people break through from their certain toxic cycles. See, the first time you came through your mother and you was presented to your father, that was their opportunity to repent. See, God gave them that opportunity to see what they was going to do. Was they going to honor you, do right by you, or they was going to make the same karmic moves? See, some of them stepped up and some of them stepped down, and some of them now are going through certain karma and consequences now. See, certain these individuals, they had an opportunity to see how they was going to play. See, I tell you, God sends chosen ones to call judgment all day. See, we don't judge these individuals. We present them to the judge. We just out here presenting the case to God, telling them what it was. See, we tell God what they do. So as soon as we pray based upon how these people move, that's they judgment in a sense. So if we pray and saying, thank you, God, for them, they doing great. God, thank you for that. God's like, cool. This person then passed their test. Now they can make certain moves. However, when you praying to God, telling them about what so-and-so put you through, and so-and-so sending magic, and so-and-so wants you to lose. See, God at that point in time, that's their court case in a sense. See, at that time, you had the ability to call judgment on them. See, when you called their ass out and when you called to God, you called in that judgment too. That's why God had you walk away from these karmic ass individuals so that it didn't affect you. See, chosen ones, you like that for real. Why you think all your life you talking about you didn't have this, you ain't have that, you couldn't be flashy because they would have knew what it was. See, the devil knew that God was not going to send his chosen ones here and not be well equipped. So that's why the devil sent certain minions who try to attack you and strip you of that shit. Try to make you give up your light to them. Give up your confidence into them. Give up your confidence to give into their insecurities. Give up your abilities and say what you can't do and depend on them for your stability. See, God sat there and gave you all the tools that you needed, and the devil tried to sit there and encourage you to give it up to him so he could provide for other demonic individuals to act like he really liked that whole time he in lack, and he wished that he could go to God and come back, but God was like, nah. See, you did too much. Now there's a cause. See, I already told you that the devil's dead. God slaughtered him. Now all of a sudden his minions is calling out and he's not responding to them. See, that magic's not working. Those projections aren't either. So now you starting to realize that there's nobody left to guide you. So now you starting to realize that you in here and you outnumbered. See, chosen ones, we elevating, we brightening our light. We illuminating others. So therefore, us speaking our truths helps other individuals get through what they growing through and going through. So therefore, We spreading light amongst all these individuals. So now these dark ass entities are really outnumbered in a sense. And now we no longer allowing us to get bullied by them. See, we standing in our light, chosen ones. They ain't do shit but get the righteous out of retirement. I'm trying to tell you. They thought that they was pausing you. They thought that they was stalling you. Why they was stalking you. Why they was saying certain flawed things towards you. Whole time they ain't know how God was about to move. See, they set themselves up. See, chosen ones don't go out there create evil. We don't go out there hurting innocent people. We don't speak foul things upon you. We don't wish death upon you. None of that. But if God tells us that's how it's going to happen, then we know that it's true. See, us speaking certain facts is not the same as you. See, you see they speak certain things that they wish would happen. We speak what we know is going to happen for real. See, that's the difference between us, and that's why we survive while they about to be killed. I'm trying to tell you, they is not really like that. They was speaking foul things about people, trying to cause certain illusion, confusion. They was out here violating. Now y'all getting violated. It's just simple as that. And again, even while you go through all of those things and that hot ass mess, we still not rejoicing on the fact that you experiencing it. We rejoicing on the fact that God told us what it was. We rejoicing at the fact that we listen from God from up above. We rejoicing on the fact that we not stuck in lack because we listen when he told us to move. See, when we rejoicing, we not rejoicing at your downfall, but at the same time, we told you. You heard me. So again, even in the moment where the karmics has certain karma and consequences happen, and we feel sorry for you because they ain't had to be like that, but you chose to make foul moves. See, we don't go out there looking for trouble, but we know if you come with it, we gonna end it. See, we don't go out there looking for fights, but we know that we really got them haymakers for real. So you might want to start acting right. See, we don't go out there stealing. We don't go out there killing. See, we know everything that we supposed to have is what we have. We go out there spreading healing. See, these individuals was on some other. But they starting to see, I'm trying to tell you. They not built like you, chosen ones. So everything that they sent that you survived, now they going through and they going to die. Y'all is not the same, baby. We don't wish magic on people. We don't do magic on people. We know that God made us magical. So therefore, again, with that being said, when we call judgment on other individuals, that judgment is going to be happening. When we finally walk away from certain toxic shit and tell God that we understand and know what it is, at that point in time, that God gives God to go ahead and you tap him in, and then he starts taking out those individuals that try to have you lacking. It's a no. We don't do nothing but what God tells us to do. But you gonna get judgment based upon how you try and move. I'm trying to tell you. All we gotta do is tell on your ass. That's it. Hey, yo, God, shorty over there sending stuff again. He gonna be like, who? You say they name. He be like, I'ma handle it. I'm trying to tell you, we don't do that. We know that what we speak is solid. You heard me. That's why, again, you got to know who you are, chosen ones. You got to know the power that you possess, chosen ones. We ain't out here paying practitioners to do no work. We not paying other people. No. We not. We not. We don't do that. We put in the work. We don't pay people to put work on people. What? We ain't got to do all that. God made us magical. He made our name. See, that's why your first name is very powerful. See, your last name don't really mean nothing. And they try to tell you that it does, and it don't. See, your first and your middle name is truly who you are. You understand me? So therefore, again, when you put I am and you put that name after it, that's some power within you that gets activating. So everything that is for you gets headed towards you. So when you say I am so-and-so, I am this, I am that, I am protected. Protecting shows up. I am happy. Happiness shows up. Whatever you speak, but you got to ignite it with your name first. You heard me? That last name don't matter because you already know half the time we out here boosting up other people's timelines and names that was out here keeping our people suppressed. So that last name shit don't matter. That first truly is. Because if you was to look up right now your first name, you would be like, damn, that has some type of significance. You will see. You understand me? So, chosen ones, stand in your power, chosen ones. Know who you are, chosen ones. You better stand solid, chosen ones. You better know that other people was put in the position that you in and they ain't survived that shit. I want you to realize that right now there's somebody looking at you that's learning from you, that's going to be able to make the same changes as you, all because you continue to push through. I'm trying to tell you, you better play your position. That's also why these karmas are getting hit so hard. Because since you was trying to be us, that means you wasn't being you, which means you wasn't making certain moves. And people that was supposed to be looking up to you wasn't able to do so. So now you getting karma because you was out here trying to funk like us, fake like us, stop us, and you was stopping yourself. Because we was busy being us. So the fact that you just try to put that costume on, that didn't affect no stuff. You heard me? We was steady being us. We was really in our energy. We was really in our path. We really in our purpose. You understand me? We really working on us. You out here faking that shit. I'm trying to tell you. There's no way that you can dress that demonic shit up. No matter how much you try to smile, we see the pain behind your eyes. No matter how much you try to act like you invest in them, we know that you praying for certain people's demise. We know no matter how much you try to act like you winning, we knew that you lost. But again, you keep trying. And your ass gonna pay that cost. Those connections you try to break up, that shit didn't work. That work you put on them, now then got your ass hurt. So again, you didn't allow these practitioners and the evil to persuade you to put a price on your own head. Because you put a price on this person praying that this person was going to pass away and your ass going to be the one dead. So had you not did that magic wouldn't have been up in the air. So you wouldn't have got hurt. But when you thought it was somebody else getting hurt, your ass said that you didn't care. See, you shouldn't have put that shit up in that air like that. You shouldn't. Because whatever you sent up, you ain't had power to really strike them like that. So all that magic that you sent, you thought that you was on your David and Goliath tip whole time. You wasn't knocking down no divine. You ain't have enough power behind you to even have that shit get intertwined. So when all that things that you sent up are coming back to you, you ain't had no power behind it. You heard me? You not built like that. See, we are though. That's why we got to be cautious of certain tasks. See, y'all really thought that y'all was going, you really thought that by acting like us, talking like us, walking like us, that you really was us. So you really thought that you really had the same tools that we got. You thought that you still had the same favoritism as us, and you not. You really thought you was favored by the devil. You was favored by these fool-ass people that was persuading you to do certain moves so that they can benefit from that too. You wasn't favored by divine. And in due time, you going to see it too. I'm trying to tell you. Don't allow these individuals to discourage you. The same thing that they trying to stop you from being is the same person that they trying to become. Everything that you trying to do, they told you not to do it because for them, they couldn't be done. You heard me? So allow certain individuals to discourage you, have you give up on you. You keep pushing your purpose. You keep being confident about you. Again, if your confidence triggers an insecurity with them, then they got some work to do. They ain't got shit to do for you. They should have been working on them instead of sending certain work on you. You heard me? We not. Yo, we good, chosen ones. We won. You about to get that call back. And if you feel like they forgot about you, call their ass. And if this place falls through, you better apply for another one because you're going to see that God's about to look out for you. See, you might got it discouraged like this place, I've been waiting for them to get it approved. And this place, I've been waiting for them to tell me that I can make that move. Then that place falls through. And before you lose your mind, be patient. Look up to the divine. Because you're going to then get a call back from a place that your ass didn't even apply. Then all of a sudden, you're going to sit there and get a place that was better than the place that you applied for previously. See, at times, chosen ones, we settle in a sense. We used to settle for those fixer-uppers when we can get something that's ready for us to move in. See, you about to see that you was about to settle. That place you was about to get would have had some messed up shit that came with it. A slumlord and all of it. Now you got a place that approved you and that shit is brand new and you feeling like a new you too. I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got to settle no more, chosen ones. You see everybody else celebrate. You like, okay, cool. At first you got impatient, but now you like, all right, I know God's going to make certain moves. I'm trying to tell you at the last minute, it's about to show up. And you're going to be like, yo, all you going to have to keep saying, thank you, God. You're going to be shocked. That adrenaline is going to kick in where you don't even know what to feel at that moment. Like, what? They going to say, you waiting for that call back about a move, then they going to tell you you can move in the next day, and you like, damn, I'm confused. What should I do? Should I take it? Should I not? Baby, this for you. You going to hear that call back about a person that you used to want to pursue, or that used to want to pursue you, that you may have thought that you lost up hope with, and all of a sudden now you about to see. God was telling you to be patient because he needed to work on them while you worked on your energy. Now y'all about to be aligned in divine time. Now y'all about to be taken off quickly. I'm trying to tell you, don't be nervous now. You better stand silent like, oh, that shit you was talking, right? You talking about what you gonna do. When this money come through, I'm gonna do this. When I'm gonna do that, okay, let's see. Let's see, baby. Let's see. We gonna see. What you gonna do? You was talking all that stuff. Now all of a sudden so-and-so called you. Now you all shy and shit. What you shy for? Huh? Now you nervous. Now you talking about, yeah, I'm going to be all up in my boo's face. Now you sitting on the edge of the chair with your hands in your lap looking all shy. What's all that? What happened? What you say you was going to do? Oh, you said that I'm ready to move. I can't stand these motherfuckers. I'm ready to get away from these individuals. All of a sudden, you get that call back with that opportunity. Now you scared. Just last week, you was praying to be there. You better take your ass on. All your praise is coming through to the point where you're going to be a little skeptical. Like, should I do it, God? Guys, like, you've been patient with me all this time. All these seasons. See, I ain't just talking about the season, winter, fall, all of that. I'm talking about the seasons. This could have been a month. This could have been years. This could have been a decade. This could have been your whole life. You've been waiting on this season right here. So now that this season showed up, now you scared. Nah. You earned it. You deserve it. Make that move, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Chosen ones, you're going to be relocating soon. I'm talking about new city, who this? I'm talking about new moves, new trips. I'm talking about new clothes, new gifts. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you're going to realize how favored you really are. See, God knew how favored you are. So he asked you, was you willing to allow other individuals to go before you? Because you done won every lifetime. I'm trying to tell you. So guys, like, listen. That's almost like you an older child and a little brother or sister want the toy that you have. And your mother like, listen, can you chill out? I know they showing out, but can you just give it to them for right now? And I promise you, I'm going to give it right back. See, they showing their ass right now, but they going to forget about it. I'm going to give you it right back. You sit there at that moment, you might be annoyed with that. But again, God asked you, listen, these karmics out here showing their asses to try to win. They out here doing all these things, trying to still do all it. Go ahead and give it to them. Give them what they feel like they want. Oh, they want that person? Give them to them. They not going to get the same person that you got out of that person. They want that person. Oh, they want that person. They think they're going to get loved. Like, give it to them then. We're going to see. And then all of a sudden, when you let that person go where God has you, disconnect from your true divine boo for that temporary moment so you two can work on you. Then all of a sudden, they going to see who that karmic isn't, meaning you. So, guys, like, can you just give it to them for a little bit? Shorty thought she sabotaged some shit. Can you just go close? And I'm not talking about no karmics that you was with. I'm not talking about no person that was out here putting their hands on you, lying to you, stealing from you, trying to kill. I'm not talking about that. Karmics, any karmic person that you went through that shit with, leave their asses booted. You heard me. It's a no for me. Block their asses, bucko. You're blocked, bucko. So karmics like that, we're not talking about taking them back. I'm talking about those temporary moments that you may have crossed paths with an individual and felt that spark, but you may have not been ready for a relationship yet. Or you may have been more focused on work, so you couldn't invest in them. That temporary moment that you seen that this is a person that you wanted to be with, but God was like, listen, take some time from them. You work on you, close out these karmic connections. They do it too. Then in due time, I'm I'm about to have them realign with you. But this time when they realign, they're going to be disconnected from those iffy individuals, and they're going to be put in a position. They're going to be properly prepared to play that position that y'all need to be doing. You heard me? Trying to tell you, gotta tell me, you black bucko. Fuck out of here. God's about to have you realign with your divine boo. Why? Because you ain't give up on them, and they didn't give up on you. Even when the karmics was sending certain illusions that had them confused, they like, nah, I know what I know. That's my person. That's my boo. All of this time, you done went through all of these seasons where at first when you met them, you knew that it was your true love. Then y'all had a disconnect. Then you felt a certain type of way. You was sad, you was mad, talking about you ain't want their asses back. Then God had you find you so you can realize who your true boo was, and they bring you back to this person. Now you see through what those karmics was trying to do to both of you to turn you two against each other, but you stood in your truths. So again, God is going to have you go through certain cycles. You're going to feel doubting. You're going to feel this, and then God's going to reveal to you what it really is. The whole time you're going to realize that certain things that you was feeling wasn't you, it was projections from those exes. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you. Let them, you work on you. You be so consumed with you building so that you make sure that you prepare for your boo when they get presented to you too. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about what you lost. Think about everything that you about to gain. Don't worry about who's working against you. Worry about who's working with you. That's divine. You heard me? Don't worry about who told you you can't do it. Remember who told you you can. God. You understand me? We don't focus on that dark shit. You be so consumed in your light that you take over that shit. There's nowhere that darkness can run to, nowhere to hide, as long as you're using your light from divine to illuminate them rooms. Thank you, babies. I'm trying to tell you. Chosen ones. You better stand in your truth. When you know what you know, you better move like that too. You heard me? They gonna try to make you scared. Scared where? You're not built like that. I know you not. Because everything that you sending is breaking your ass down. I'm talking about you got that Roscoe nose. You can't breathe. Your mouth on mayonnaise and shit that we all starting to see. You starting to lose your mind all up in here. And I ain't talking about DMX. Your ass was weird. I'm trying to tell you, all that shit that you try to do. All those people that you try to recruit to work on other individuals, they starting to work on your ass too. You getting beat up. Fuck that. I'm trying to tell you. Shorty, they say you look like Gucci Man 2000, what? Yeah, you got that Gucci, that mouth, baby. You talk all that shit and you ain't wipe that mayonnaise up out of that shit yet. Man, come on now. What you doing? Karmics was so consumed to you, really thought that they was you when they didn't realize. So they was getting hit. But they tried to take over your energy and thought that they was really it, right? So they try to dress like you, walk like you, act like you. They started believing too. I'm trying to tell you, they was sick in their head, chosen ones. Like, shorty, you do know that it's almost like when you see certain actors, like, and they really turn into that character. It's like they was a drug lord in that movie, and all of a sudden these motherfuckers really start pushing that weight. Like, whoa, you're doing too much. You took on that character too well. You understand? These karmics is like that too. Like, shorty, oh, you thought that I was getting hit, but I don't think that you realized that was you. See, you looked at yourself, but you was viewing yourself as me. So you thought that you was winning, and that's some shit that I'm trying to tell you, you going to start to see, like, you was throwing things thinking I was getting hit, and that's because you put on that illusion that you was a divine and I was a karmic. So you seen certain things happening and you thought it was harming me. Whole time you was hurting you. Your ass was in too deep. I'm trying to tell you, you was confused. You did not know who you... Like, listen, chosen ones, that's why you can't let these karmics play too long. Like, listen, I think something's wrong with them. Like, they can't get right for real. Like, something's not right. That frequency's off, radio. I don't know. Like, there's no way that you're not comprehending that you're getting hit. How you don't know yourself because you can't see what it is. If you knew yourself, then you would see that you getting impacted by certain shit that you losing your mind. Thank you for the flowers. I love you all. But these karmics is crazy. Let they asses do what, let them do them. They ending them. They confused. Now I'm trying to tell you. It's like y'all are sick. And now y'all are getting sick. And now, like, we're feeling sorry. There's no feeling sorry for you because that's what you was given. What's it giving? It's giving you was giving black magic. It's giving you was trying to send chaotic magic. It's giving you was doing sex spells. It's giving you was telling lies. It's giving you was behind fake profiles. It's giving you a lurker. It's giving you about to die. It's giving like you tried to divine and your ass shouldn't even try it. Like, that's what it's giving. What's it giving, boo? It's giving you got 5 minutes before that wrath hits you. And you keep wondering why it's not letting up. It's going to keep hitting you as soon as you try to think of me. Excuse me. Soon as you try to think of the chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you, just like I'm coughing, your ass about to get choked up. You about to get choked up like Shorty off a Baby Boy, how Tyrese was. You about to be... I'm trying to tell you, guys, like, what happened? Huh? Trying to tell you. They thought that you was weak, like them little dudes that whooped Tyrese's ass on that movie too. Like, what? Talking about Shorty, they call me Looney Tunes, do they? They call you Looney Tunes? Okay, so when y'all was in the group, y'all thought that I was doing some shit, then I came back and whooped that ass. I'm trying to tell you, what? Looney Tunes? Okay, Looney Tunes. You trying to play crazy, we gonna see. We gonna see how crazy we can be. I'm trying to tell you, you better let them know. That's my favorite movie. That's funny. I'm trying to tell you, what? What you talking about? And guess what we saying? Mama gotta have a life too. As they getting choked up by our ancestors and shit, we out here looking at them like, we gotta have, chosen ones gotta have a life too. That's it. Because you shouldn't have came in here acting the ass in my presence, in front of my people. You out here, what? He all hemmed up, choked up and shit. Talk about what? Boy, if you don't get the hell out of my garden, stepping all on my shit, get your ass out of here with that negative shit. Talk about if I die, it's on my, nah. You gotta tell him, like, where that demon at that you was calling to? Where's Shorty that was helping you stalk me? Where are they at? Don't sit there and put that pressure on me. Because you got your ass beat. Now they out here selling ass like he was selling them shirts in that store. I'm trying to tell you, they was out here, they messed up. They out here, what? I'm trying to tell you, they out here pushing, they pushing some shit out, pushing P. They pushing that pipe in that pocket, and motherfuckers is not buying it. I can tell you that. Like, something ain't right. Where you said, something's off about that. You got it from where? Nope. I'm trying to tell you, they did all that, and look at you. I keep saying, out here aging like a puppy. Look like you've been pushing some puppy child. That's what it look like. You better get your ass up out of here. Chosen one, we good, baby. You better know that you good. So know that God with you all the time. Even when you going through, God's asking you, like, what move you about to make? And he asking you because somebody else is watching you that could be currently in that place. So make sure that you show up, yo. Show your ass up. We good. I promise you. We good over here. We just looking at them show a ass being weird. Like, yo, we see you, dummy. We see. I'm from Maryland. We call dummies in various forms. But I'm talking about the dummy like you dumb as shit. I'm trying to tell you, like, something's not connecting. How you kept getting hit and kept sending shit? Like, when are you gonna stop? How that work? Every time you look at me, you think that you doing something to me. Whole time, you're not. I cough. Now you talking about, we got her. How? The fuck? No, you didn't. Shorty, that's sage. I done sparked up the sage, shorty. We got her. Soon as I get shadow banned, I know them motherfuckers like, we got her. We ruined her. Like, shorty, I keep getting shadow banned because I keep deleting my shit. That's why I know every time I delete something, I'm going to get shadow banned for 2 weeks in this bitch. We got her. Like, what? You got fucking problems. I'm trying to tell you, they out here, shit. Your stomach start to rumble a little certain type of way. We got her. She about to, like, what? I was out here running through. What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? They not doing nothing. But they swear they do. And I'm going to tell you right now, pay attention to certain projections that's coming on you. Because as you make these new moves, these karmics is going to have you scared of what's going to happen to you. Nothing. Abundance, love, light, protection, favoritism, respect everywhere that you move. They out here talking about what if everything works out for you? What if you about to die, Blues Clues? What about that? What if all that karma that you was sending is now coming back? What about those relationships you try to end are now intact? What about that, dummy? Why we talking about what is? But pay attention, because they're going to try to project things to you and your kids. Now, listen, a lot of these karmics are literally wishing that your children will get kidnapped, killed, all of that. Or they trying to project onto you that something is going to happen to them as far as them being violated in a sense. Shake that shit off. You don't claim none of that. You know what they trying to do. They trying to project certain energy on you, and you know God's about to move about you. Let their asses be stuck in that shit. So as soon as you feel something negative, I want you to replace that with something positive. They're going to try to make you feel like you're going to lose out or something that is going to happen to somebody else. It's not. They about to be done. Everything that they sending to you, they going to see. So do not. All you say is, I call back. Matter of fact, let's do some affirmations real quick before we get off of here. As you see, got the sound bowl. Repeat after me, all right? All right. I am protected. I am respected. I am love. I am light. I remove all projections from me as well as by others. I remove all negativity from my energy. I call back all my energy. I have all my energy. I know who I am. I love who I am. I am aligned in my purpose. I am aligned in my path. I co-create with the Creator. I am the only one in my energy. Now this is the important part. I call judgment on anyone sending projections to me or my family. I call judgment on anyone who tries to send black magic to me or my family. I am love. I am light. I am protected. Y'all good, baby. Anytime you feel a certain type of way, or you feel certain fears start to kick in, you say, I remove any projections. I remove all projections. You make sure that you're speaking that, all right? But listen, babies, I got to get up off of here because I do have a few readings to do. Please remember, I'll never reach out for you for a reading. You have to be ready to receive it, because I'm going to tell you what you're doing, what they plan to do, what they did, what they intend to do, certain blockages that are occurring for you, even if those people around you are truly for you. I got a reading of all types. The link's in my bio, all right? Also, remember, please, May 7th, Greensboro and surrounding cities, come out and vibe with me, all right? I don't know how many shows I'm going to have, so definitely become a part of history with me. Let's make some memories. We're going to have fun. Again, it's going to be a beautiful experience, all right? So listen, I love you so much. I appreciate all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's appreciation, y'all's love, y'all's kind words, gifts, all of that. I appreciate you. You heard me? I definitely do. And I appreciate y'all telling other individuals about me too, all right? I appreciate you. I love you so, so much, okay? Links in my bio. I'm going to upload this video a little later to my YouTube. Remember, one Instagram, one YouTube, and one TikTok. Links in my bio. I love you. Be great.